Josh, what types of special needs trusts are available and which would be best for my situation?
That's a great question, and it all depends on exactly what your situation is. Broadly speaking, there are two types of special needs trust. There's what's known as a third-party special needs trust, also known as a supplemental needs trust. There's also a first-party special needs trust, also known as a D4A trust. D4A refers to a part of the U.S. code that governs this type of trust. The supplemental needs trust, the third-party trust, is where you want family assets to go. It's what will be the beneficiary of someone's will. It's where people can contribute to help with the well-being of the disabled person. The special needs trust, the first-party trust, is where assets of the disabled person go. And so they have two distinct roles. And my recommendation for most people doing this type of planning is to have both, because the supplemental needs trust is not subject to Medicaid recovery. It's going to keep the money in the family, and you can dictate how those assets will flow and what will happen to them. The first party trust is very useful to have in place in case something happens accidentally. There's all sorts of scenarios where someone might inherit accidentally, or a common scenario is someone has an injury and there's a lawsuit and eventually a settlement or judgment which belongs to the disabled person. Those kinds of windfalls can be a major problem. The first party trust protects against that. So they work best when they are working in concert with each other with a fully developed estate plan.